Today's episode is presented by Dark Sky Films' A Desert, in theaters May 16th. You'll never guess what nightmares are lurking in the desert. In Dark Sky Films' twisted new thriller, A Desert, we follow a photographer on a road trip across the American Southwest who's thrust into the nihilistic underbelly of America and drags his wife and a shady private detective down into this nightmare world with him. Starring Zachary Ray Sherman, Sarah Lind, Kai Lennox, and the Jesus Lizards' David Yao, with an original score from Ty Segall. A Desert takes the noir, horror, and thriller genres and flips them on their ear. Bloody Disgusting calls it refreshingly unpredictable. Collider says the ending pulls no punches. And IndieWire praises A Desert's wild ending. Dark Sky Films presents A Desert. See it in theaters May 16th.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes, and just like all of our other episodes, it will include major spoilers. You've officially been warned. If you'd like to hear the episode in full, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today to get hundreds of hours of exclusive Patreon content, all for just $10 or less. Without further ado, here is your Patreon clip. But where I might have gripes with this film narratively and how I couldn't fully emotionally connect with it,
right,
on a technical level, I think this film is stellar. I mean, Joe, the shot of like the camera going through the grooves and the toes after they've been cut. I am not a squeamish person. Like, I'm really not. I had to turn away.
Yeah, there were fully two different points where I had to turn away. So, folks, if you have heard rumors that, okay, yeah, this is much better than you may have been anticipating, but also the gore is a big selling feature, check and fucking check.
Yeah, and granted, I mean, this is a nearly 2-hour film, so it's not like wall-to-wall gore, but it never lets you forget about the tapeworm, because we have constant Foley sound effects of her stomach moving around.
The rumbly-tumbly.
Oh, God. And I was just like, okay, like, clearly that tapeworm's going to come back in some shape, way, or form. And
oh, yes.
I don't think I was prepared for what we got.
I was anticipating it, if only because, you know, I think you had bowed out of Horror Queers Book Club by this point, but there's an Eric LaRocca book that's about a person who essentially feels empty inside, so they consume a tapeworm and consider it something like a child or a companion, and it has very similar themes and visual imagery akin to this. So I was like, oh, when that thing comes out, it is going to be the size of a fucking horse.
Yeah. It's I think I learned that like tapeworm stuff really falls into that pus area where I'm just like, no, I can't.
It's so disgusting.
And truthfully, I mean, for the most part, like the effects of this movie look great. There is one shot when like the big ball of tapeworm gets pulled out of her mouth when it's clearly a CGI thing, but
sure.
Honestly, so much goodwill had been built up by the other practical effects in this movie by this point that I didn't really mind it.
Yeah, it's like a fleeting piece of augmented CGI, and it is forgivable because we're not really spending a ton of time on it. But yeah, as you said, there's so many other good moments that by this point, you're either with the film or you're not. But Trace,
yes,
I'm going to assume that means that you are recommending this film?
Yeah, I absolutely would. I mean, I don't think I'm as high on it as some of our peers, but I did quite like this. I think maybe because I'm so grossed out by it, I'm not really in a rush to go back and rewatch it.
Sure. Yes, it is definitely disgusting and confronting. I think I like it a smidge less than you, and I don't know if this is a game of expectations, because I'll confess this was not on my radar we'll get to why in a moment, but I didn't really have any plans to watch this until I saw the rave reviews coming out of Sundance when it premiered. And then I thought, oh, okay, this sounds amazing. Everybody's gushing about it. You know, I think even like Phil Nobile Jr. from Fangoria said, oh, a bunch of people are about to make this movie their fucking personalities. And I thought, okay, here we go. Like, this is going to be one of the best movies. And here's the thing. I think it's solid, but I'm a little bit with you where I don't think I'm going to rewatch this anytime soon. Like, I didn't mind watching it, had a good time, would definitely recommend it, but this wasn't quite the slam dunk I would think I was hoping for.